Hi everyone, Raphael from Living Energy Pilates and Rehabilitation here. Just wanting to go through a bit of a basic exercise routine you can do using your foam roller. You will need one of these long foam rollers which we use to exercise on, as opposed to when we do massage with the foam roller. We can use a shorter one as well. But this one you'll need a long one. And if you've got any little hand weights, that's useful as well. You don't have to have it, but it can be helpful for a bit of a stretch as well. Alright, so what we want to do is just position our foam roller lengthways. We lay the hips on one end and lie it along the spine, so it's right down the center of the body. Now I'm going to use my little hand weights. These are what we call toning balls. We do sell these. They come in different weights. These are ½ kilo weights, so pretty light. But you can use anything. You can use a can of whatever from the pantry, or a little water bottle if you want. So we're just going to do some arm openings. So take the arms up, breathing in, opening the arms out. It's just a nice little stretch for your chest and pecs. Breathing out to float the arms up. So opening, breathing out. I'll just do one more. You might do, say, 8 to 10 of these at home. Then you can do different movements. So we can do arm switches. We take one arm down towards the hip, one arm over the head and neck, over the shoulders, reach right back to the floor, and then come back. So again, nice and relaxed, very easy movements, just allowing the shoulder to reach out as far as it can. Get a nice little stretch into the shoulders. Now you can also take this into a bit of a semicircle, so when you reach back and you switch, slide the arms around along the floor, drawing semicircles in opposite directions, and then come back. Might do, say, a couple one way, let's say about 5 or so, and then you want to reverse the direction and bring it back. I'll just do one more of those. Reach it out, semicircle the arms. Bring it back. Okay, now we want to do some more of a core exercise this time. So I'll just move those out of the way. So to start with, just arms relaxed by your sides. Now you don't want to get into sort of really gripping for dear life on the floor, just nice and relaxed with your arms and engaging your core. So think engaged tummy to pull in, pelvic floor to pull up, of course, and just floating one knee up and then floating it down. Engaging the core, staying stable on the foam roller, floating the leg up, floating it back down. Now if that's nice and easy for you, just progress it slightly by lifting your arms up, floating the knee, floating it back down. Other side, up, floating it up, keeping the core engaged, and floating it back down. Okay, you can do maybe 6 each side, and then this time you're going to bring the hands down and float one leg up, bring the second leg up. This is just getting in position. From here we can do some toe taps, so just lower one foot, pulling the tummy in tight, raising the leg up. Pulling the tummy in tight, raising the leg up. Okay, alternate, do maybe 8 each side. Good. And then, if you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can go into bicycles. So reach one leg up, down towards the floor, reaching the other leg up, and cycling the legs through. So here, if you're reaching right down low, you're having to lengthen through the hip flexors, having to engage those core muscles, and just extending out. Now you might do, say, 8 to 10, and then reverse it the other way. Reach it up. and do 8 to 10 in reverse as well. Okay, and then this one's the hard one. If you want that extra challenge, bring both legs up, bring one arm up, and then see if you can bring your second arm up and balance there. Now most people, you're not going to expect to balance for more than a few seconds at a time, and that's fine. So I wouldn't expect much more than that, a couple seconds at a time. So it's just a nice little fun thing to finish that little sequence off. I find just like to balance for a couple seconds is good. Now, a little bit more abdominal work. This time having the feet down, we're going to curl forwards. Curling up through the head, neck and chest, just doing a little chest lift. And then breathing in to release down. Breathing out, curling forwards. Breathing in to release down. Now if you want to make it slightly harder, you can curl up with one leg lifted. You're having to focus on your balance a little bit more. And obviously you'd want to do a few, maybe 4 or 5 on one side, and then 4 or 5 on the other. And you'll probably notice you might be steadier on one side. Like I can feel I'm steadier on this side than I was on the other side. So I usually tell people just try and do a few extra on the side that doesn't feel quite as steady. And that'll help just improve that core connection through that side and your balance on that side. Another thing you could do is doing a oblique curl. So you're trying to curl opposite shoulder to knee, like that, curling up, trying to keep steady on the roller. All the way down again. You might do say 6 on one side and then 6 on the other. Alright, now coming off your roller, so we can do a bit of bridging, or we call it a pelvic curl in Pilates, just because we're trying to articulate through the spine as opposed to keeping a straight spine in a bridge. So, and we're only rolling up to a certain point. So arms relaxed by your sides, just keeping the foam roller under the middle of the feet, keeping the foam roller steady, rolling your hips up just to here, and then rolling the hips down like that. So just doing your pelvic curls, tilting the pelvis, tummy engaged, squeezing glutes, rolling up and then rolling down. So you might do say 6 of those, and then of course you want to do the same thing with one leg at a time, rolling through. You can do say 5 or 6 on one side, 5 or 6 on the other. You can feel that hamstring work a little bit more when you're using the foam roller, because the foam roller tries to roll away and your hamstrings have to engage to control it. But now that we've done both legs and we've done the single leg, then we can do some sort of hamstring curl type movements. So roll the hips up. I usually tell people a little bit lower, so not going right up where we were before, so a little bit lower. Just hold that position and then roll it out to the back of the heels. Pull it into as close to your toes as you can. Roll it out to the back of the heels. Pull it into your toes. So you're just rolling it out over your feet, out and back. And that really works those hamstrings. So you can do maybe 10 of those. Okay, and then, so that's a good little workout for the back of the legs and the glutes and the hamstrings. Then we can do a little bit of shoulder work. So lying on your tummy, arms extended over. Now you want it positioned so that you've got a little bit of your forearm, or your wrist is past the foam roller a little, like that. Now normally we would do this, or I would do this with the head down. Okay, just in a neutral position. I'll keep my head up so I can talk to you. All I want you to do is reach your shoulders up towards your ears And as we do this, we turn the arms over so the thumbs are pointing down. Really, I'm internally rotating the shoulder and I'm elevating the shoulders towards my head. And then as we pull the shoulders down the back, we turn the thumb to the ceiling. So I'm externally rotating through the shoulder and depressing my scapular shoulder area. Okay, so you might do a few of these just to loosen that up. Elevate, internally rotate, externally rotate, depress the shoulders. In and out. You might do 8 to 10. Okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to extend out, turn, and then we're going to extend up through the head, neck and chest. So this is where you need to engage your core a little bit more to make sure your tummy is supporting your lower back. Okay? And then release down. Internally rotate, reach those shoulders out. Pull the shoulders down the back. So combining my shoulder movement with my Pilates swan exercise. Pulling that tummy in, shoulders down the back, release down. And again, you might do maybe 6 to 8 of these. Good, and then you can have a rest. Alright, so there's a nice little basic routine you can do with your foam roller at home. Hope you enjoy.